Hi friends, today for Read Aloud I have Cindy Moo and Red is a dragon. So let's start off with Cindy Moo. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport and the dish ran away with the spoon. Over at the diddle farm, a little past 8, the cows all heard the nursery rhyme that caused a great debate. Diddle Cow stood in the barn and listened to each word about the cow that jumped over the moon, amazed at what they had heard. Across the moon, cried Buttercup. No way, said Honey Bun. The moon's too high and much too far. It simply can't be done. And as the cows scoffed at the thought, a voice rose loud and true. Why can't a cow jump to the moon? That voice was Cindy Moo's. The cows began to argue. Each took a different side, but in the end they all confessed that none of them had tried. So Cindy Moo raised up a hoof and said that it was true, that if a cow could jump the moon, by golly, I can too. As Cindy Moo waltzed into the field, the others gathered round. She jumped that moon with room to spare, one grand bovine bound. She pawed her hooves, she shook her head, she ran and picked up speed, and with a mighty moo she jumped across a prickly weed. Told you so, said Honey Bun. Too bad, said Buttercup. Cows weren't meant to jump the moon. Why don't you just give up? But Cindy Moo ignored her friend. She made a solemn vow. She jumped across the silver moon as soon as she knew how. The next night after grazing, she caught a stunning sight. The moon was perched upon the hill, a ball of silver light. Cindy Moo let out a snort and charged up to the top, but when she reached the grassy peak, she skidded to a stop. Instead of staying on the hill, much to her surprise, the moon flew off the grassy ridge back up to the star-filled skies. Cindy Moo plopped the ground. Would it be for naught? Jumping to the moon, she said, is harder than I thought. Back inside the barn that night, the worst of all came true. Rain clouds swept the moon away. Now what was she to do? She couldn't jump what wasn't there. Perhaps the herd was right. The moon and cows would never mix, nor then or any night. But late that night, when raindrops stopped, she peeked outside and found the moon had slipped down to the earth upon the rain-soaked ground. Cindy Moo kicked up her heels and raced with all her might, and with a happy moo she jumped across the moon that night. So the reflection of the moon was in the puddle, and so that's how she jumped over the moon. Her friends came out and marveled much. Miss Moo, you've done it now. A cow can really jump the moon as long as she knows how. And ever since that rainy night, the cows do not debate. Whenever rain clouds pass their way, and it is growing late, they gaze upon that puddle moon and jump it 2 by 2. And guess who leads the diddle herd? Of course, it's Cindy Moo. And the other book I have is Red is a Dragon. So we're reading different books about China this week, and we're learning about Chinese New Year. Yesterday we read one about all the food they made. It was the Runaway Walk. And at the end of the week, to do your project to do over the weekend, you're going to make a dragon mask. Red is a Dragon. It's a book of colors. Red is a dragon, red is a drum, red are the firecrackers, here they come. Red are melons, cool and sweet, red are leeches, all summer treat. Orange are the crabs that dance in the sand, and so is the seashell I hold in my hand. Yellow are the incense sticks and flowers, yellow are flames that burn for hours. Yellow are raincoats and bright rubber boots. Yellow is a taxi that honks and toots. Green are the toads beneath my pail, bottle gourds and crunchy kale. Green is a bracelet made of jade. Green is the purse my auntie made. Blue is a pool for making a wish, dragonflies and shimmery fish. Blue are the sneakers on my shelf. Blue is the ribbon I won myself. Purple are the clouds at the end of the day. Purple is a kite that sails away. Pink is a peony. Pink is a rose. Pink is the sunlight on my nose. Pink is an opera singer's eyes and a silk fan that hides her surprise. Brown is my grandpa's hat that I wear. Brown is my favorite teddy bear. White are noodles and chopsticks too. White are dumplings made for me and you. The world is a rainbow for us to explore. What colors are waiting outside your door? Look at all the different colors. There's red and orange and yellow and green and blue and purple. All the different colors. All the different colors of the dragon scale. That was a great book about colors. You can look at home for all the different colors and see what you spot with all the different colors. I'll see you next time, friends.